Before I commence with my lecture, I'd like to request all the mu'mineen to please come forward by reciting a salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala
And there's a benefit of coming forward because you'll be right under the air conditioner. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية سيدي ومولاي علي بن أبي طالب عليه السلام.
اللهم صل على محمد وآله.
الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. قال إمام باقر صلوات الله وسلامه عليه.
اللهم صل على محمد وآله.
لما حضرت أبي علي بن الحسين عليه السلام الوفاة ضمني إلى صدره ثم قال اصبر على الحق وإن كان مرا. Please recite another salawat in honor of Abu Abdullah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
When the month of Muharram comes, we go to majalises, we come to the mosque, we listen to the lectures. But then we need to ask ourselves, we need to ponder, why did Abu Abdullah sacrifice his life? What was the purpose behind the mission of Hussain? Sometimes we petty the sacrifice of Abu Abdullah with small arguments, with discussions that are meaningless. One of the main reasons why Abu Abdullah stood up against Yazid, why? Truthfulness. Truthfulness, to be on the haqq, to be with the truth. And therefore when you encounter the truth, do not turn your face away from the truth, but face the truth. How? Let me give you this narration. This narration is there within the book Life of Imam Hussain the Savior, page number 145, and in the book The Hidden Truth About Karbala by A.K. Ahmad. This narration is there. Which narration? So there was a man by the name of Qurra ibn Qais Handali. Qurra ibn Qais Handali. He was part of Yazid's army. He was actually the messenger of Umar ibn Sa'ad. He was the Rasul, the messenger of Umar ibn Sa'ad, the Qasim. So whenever there was a message to be delivered to the camps of Imam Hussain, he would go on behalf of Umar ibn Sa'ad. But then this Qurra ibn Qais realized that look at the injustice that is going on here. These kids are crying, Al-Atash, Al-Atash, we want water, we want water. The kids are crying for water. So he realized that Ibn Ziyad is on the wrong side. He is not with the truth. He realized that who is on the truth? Abu Abdullah is with the truth. He could have easily said, you know what, but I'm already part of Yazid's army, so I can't just betray Yazid, even though I know the truth. But no, he said, I have faced the truth, I know the truth, and these are his statements. These are what he says. He says, I have left behind hell. He went towards Imam Hussein's camp, and these are the words that he uttered. He says, I have left behind hellfire, because that would have been my abode. He says, I have come towards the heavenly abode, none other than the dar of Abu Abdullah salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. So Qais ibn I beg your pardon, Qurra ibn Qais Handali, he was a man part of Umar ibn Sa'ad's army. He was under the commands of Ibn Ziyad. But yet he says, I have faced the truth. I will not turn away from it, but I will take up this challenge. I will go on the path of righteousness, the path of truthfulness. Imam al-Baqir, he says, this is there in Bihar al-Anwar, volume 70, page 184, hadith number 52. Imam Baqir says, لما حضرت أبي علي بن الحسين عليه السلام الوفاة ضمن صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد
اللهم صل على محمد
ضمني إلى صدره ثم قال اصبر على الحق وإن كان مرا. Recently we commemorated the shahadat of Imam Zain al-Abidin. So Imam Baqir says that when my father was about to pass away, he was about to die, he called me and he told me that, oh Imam Baqir, oh my son, place your head on my chest. And then this is the advice that my father gives me. This is what my father utters. Basically when Imam Baqir is being advised, we are being advised. The Shias are being advised, humanity is being advised. He says, Imam Zayn al-Abidin, he advises his son. Imagine the last few moments of the Imam, this is what he utters. Isbir ala al-haq wa in kana murra. Endure the truth, bear the truth, stand up for the path of truthfulness, even if it be bitter, even if the path is challenging, even if the path is tough, endure it. Why? Because it is the path of truthfulness. In the book Tuhaf al-Uqul, Imam al-Qadhim says, قُلِ الْحَقَّ وَإِنْ كَانَ فِيهِ حَلَاكُكَ فَإِنَّ فِيهِ نَجَاتُكَ. What does it mean? It means that speak the truth, even if it entails your own ruin. You know that your reputation will be destroyed by speaking the truth. You know that society will not accept your point of view. But yet you know the truth, speak the truth. Why? Imam says that even if the society goes against you, even if your family goes against you, understand that your salvation lies therein. For verily, your deliverance, your salvation is by being on the path of righteousness, the path of justice, the path of truthfulness. There is another narration. Normal people say that the army of Yazid, how come they were so bad? And why wasn't anyone there to guide them? Maybe some of them didn't know the truth. They were unaware. This narration would make this argument made by others void. Before I move on to this discussion, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Recite another salawat in honor of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
So there was a Sunni historian by the name of Ibn al-Athir. He narrates this incident. This incident is also there in Sheikh Abbas Qummi's Nafasul Mahmoom, page 307. In Imam Hussain and the tragic saga of Karbala, page 168. This narration goes as follows. There was a man, an enemy of the Imam, part of Yazid's army. His name was Abdullah ibn Hussain al-Azdi, part of Ibn Sa'ad's army. So he called Imam al-Hussain. He says, "Oh Hussain, I want to have a discussion with you." This vile soldier calls Imam Hussain. He says that, "Do you see the banks of the river Euphrates? Do you see it? I am the guardian of the river Euphrates. I have been assigned this task." And then he says, "Don't you see the crystal water, as pure and transparent as the sky above? Do you see that water, how clean it is, how pure it is?" And then he says, Abdullah ibn Hussain al-Azdi, an enemy of the Imam, that Wallah, you will not be given a drop of water. And your children will not be given a drop of water. I will not give you anything from this river. Try. So the Imam looks towards this person, but the Imam remains silent. Sometimes silence is the best answer. And then what occurs? This man, Abdullah ibn Hussain al-Azdi, starts having an unbearable thirst. He starts feeling thirsty, and he has never ever experienced this thirst ever in his life, never. So he started wondering that, let me go have water from the river Euphrates. He started drinking water, but he couldn't quench his thirst. Drinks more water, and then he starts vomiting out that water. Drinks more water, vomits out that water. Eventually what happens? Abdullah ibn Hussain al-Azdi dies. He passes away, falls into the river Furat, and dies in the river Furat. He was bragging about water. The same water took away his life. He was showing off that, Imam, you are thirsty, you will die thirsty. The same man who taunted the Imam died thirsty. Who was witnessing all these incidents? Who was watching all this? Yazid's army. But did they say that, oh, this is a realization? We have found out the truth, we are on the wrong side. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished this man for going against the son of Fatima. Yet they said, you know what? We will stick with injustice, we will stick with falsehood. Why? Greed, materialistic gains, etc. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Mahatma Gandhi, freedom fighter, he says, even if you are a minority of one, the truth is the truth. Let's say you are one person, you found out the truth. Nobody is supporting you, your community is not supporting you, your country is not supporting you, your family is not supporting you. But you know it's the truth, right? Even if you are a minority of one, be part of the truth. Imam Hussain was how many? How many in his army? 72. Yazid 30,000. But in today's day and age, whom do we remember? Everyone remembers Al-Hussain. Everyone remembers the sacrifice of Abu Abdullah. George Washington, the first US president, he says, truth will ultimately prevail. There is no doubt about it. Where there is pains to bring it to light. Hussain is that light that brought the truth manifest. If truth exists in today's world, if the Muslims during that time found out that this is the part of truthfulness, it is because of Abu Abdullah's sacrifice. He is the light. He is the embodiment of truthfulness. Imam al-Sadiq, he says in Al-Kafi, volume 2, page 104, hadith number 4. He says, learn to tell the truth before you even learn to speak. Before even learning how to talk, to have discussions, first learn about truthfulness and then learn how to speak. There is an interesting narration that a man by the name of Sa'id ibn Musayyib, he entered the mosque of Rasulullah. This was long after the Prophet's death. So he entered the mosque and he wanted to offer his salah. But then he heard someone reciting salah in a beautiful tone. You have never heard the Quran recited so beautifully like that person. He was reciting Quran, mashallah. But then Sa'id ibn Musayyib started thinking that this person, the way he is reciting Quran, how will I do my salah? How will I perform my salah? It's a disturbance. Everyone is getting disturbed. So he said, he called out in a loud voice. He said, "O person, if you are praying salah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, lower your voice. Lower your volume. But if you are praying salah to show off your beautiful voice, then understand that these people will not benefit you in any way whatsoever." This person heard what Sa'id ibn Musayyib said. The one who is reciting the Quran with a beautiful voice. Straight away he lowered his voice. And for the entire salah, he recited it in a low tone. As soon as he finished his prayers, what did he do? He went outside the mosque. Sometimes, you know, if someone tells you the truth, you don't want to listen to it. Or you listen to it and it's like, "Wajah ni malisi salah. Ni malisi salah, I'll tell that person off." No. Silently he left the mosque, wore his shoes and went to do his normal work. Guess who this person was? Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, the Khalifa during that time. A good Khalifa. He was Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, the ruler of Medina. He could have easily said that Sa'id ibn Musayyib, "How dare you advise me? Who are you?" But no, he understood that he was on the wrong. He was advised the truth. Even though someone who is not even having a position in the government is advising him, he says, "No, that person is right. I will lower my volume and I will leave the mosque without even showing him." You know who you have told to keep quiet, huh? You know who you have told? "I heard you, but I'm Umar ibn Abdul Aziz." No, he left the mosque without even showing off. He was advised, he adhered to this advice. This is there in Shanidan al-Tariq, page number 18, if you want to refer to the story, and Muhajjat al-Bayda, volume 2, page number 230. If you open the Bible in the Gospel of John, chapter number 8, verse number 32, it says, "And seek the truth, and the truth shall free you." You want freedom in life? You want freedom? Then seek the truth. Find the truth. To find the truth is not very easy. Truth will not only come to you. No, you have to research. You have to put effort into finding the truth. In the Mahabharata, the Hindu scripture, Shanti Parv, section number 162, translated by Shri Mohan Ganguly, there is an interesting narration. Yudhishthir, he says, "I desire to hear of truth." So Yudhishthir, he asks Bhishma, he says that what is the truth? What is gained by practicing the truth? What will I benefit by practicing the truth? So Bhishma replies, "Support truth and strengthen it." And then it says, "There is no higher duty that is higher than truth." Truth is the foundation of righteousness. You want your society to be a society of peace, of justice? The first thing that needs to exist within that society, truthfulness. Truthfulness and honesty. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
In the Quran, Allah says, Surah 9, verse number 119, "Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wa kunu ma'as sadiqin." O you who believe, gain piety and be with the truthful ones. Imam al-Sadiq was once asked, this is there in Sheikh Tusi's book Majalis, that who are these truthful ones? We want to know who they are. Who are the true ones? Imam al-Sadiq replies that the truthful ones are who? Ali ibn Abi Talib and the children of Ali ibn Abi Talib, Ali Muhammad the Ahl al-Bayt, salawatullahi wa salamu alayhima.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Now what if someone says, I have lived a long life, I have not followed the truth, it's too late now, let me give up. Allah will never forgive me, there is no point in living anymore. I'll give you this narration. There was a man by the name of Dhunnun Misri. He narrates this incident. He says that once he had gone to Egypt, and near the river Nile, he saw that there was a scorpion. For those of you who have seen the movie The Scorpion King, you'll know what a scorpion looks like. So the scorpion, he mounted on the back of a frog. He was on the back of a frog, and suddenly the frog started swimming on the river Nile. It wanted to go on the other side. So the frog swam, and this person started being interested. Then what's going on here? I've never seen this. So the scorpion mounts on the back of a frog, and the frog starts swimming. The frog is basically like a boat, giving accommodation to the scorpion. So this Dhunnun Misri, very influential person during his time, he starts swimming himself. He starts swimming, follows the frog. The frog reaches the other area, and the scorpion comes out from the back of the frog. And then this person starts observing the land. He sees a tree, and under the tree there is a youth. That youth is relaxing under the shade of the tree. Then what happens? There is a snake near the youth. In proximity of the youth there is a snake. The snake is about to bite this youth. Suddenly that scorpion comes and it stings the snake, and the snake dies. So who saves the life of the youth? A scorpion. So this Dhunnun Misri was baffled. He was astounded that a scorpion saved this young boy. A scorpion saved the life. This young boy must be an awliya of Allah. It must be one of the close associates of God. He approaches this boy. He says, let me go and kiss the feet of this young man. He must be a great man. Suddenly he realized that that youth was actually drunk. He had drunk alcohol. So he started getting more startled. This young boy is drunk, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saves his life. He waits, and that boy is drunk. He doesn't know what's going on. After getting sober, this Dhunnun Misri says, come here. He says, oh mashallah, Dhunnun Misri, you have come to meet me. He says, yes, I was observing what was going on. He started narrating this incident, that there was a frog, the frog started swimming, and the scorpion mounted on the frog's back. It came and saved your life. There was a snake about to bite you, but the scorpion stung the snake, and the snake died. So you have been saved by a scorpion thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This youth begins crying. Now he realizes the truth. He finds out the truth. He doesn't say, Bana asante sana, I'll carry on with my normal life the way it is. No. He says that, oh my God, this is how merciful Allah is to me. Imagine if I was a close associate to Allah, imagine how merciful He would be with me. So he changed his lifestyle, he amended his lifestyle to such an extent that according to Jawami al-Hikayat, page number 46 in Siyar al-Salihin, it says that whenever he would pray for sick people, that sick person would be cured because of his du'as. I'll end with one ayah, one narration, and I move on to the masa'ib. Before that, salawat. Yes, one ayah and one narration, inshallah. Allah says in the Quran, you know when we say La ilaha illallah, when we say Muhammadur Rasulullah, when we say Ashhadu anna Ali waliullah, these are promises we make, my brothers and sisters. These are covenants we make with Allah and the Ahlul Bayt. Allah says, chapter 33, verse number 23. مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ رِجَالٌ صَدَقُوا مَا عَاهَدُوا اللَّهَ عَلَيْهِ. Of the believers are men who make a covenant with Allah. Yes, but they remain true when they make a covenant with Allah. It's easy to be born as a Muslim, but difficult to actually follow the path of Islam. And the path of Islam entails justice, love, peace, and compassion. I'll end with this narration. This narration touched my heart. It really touched my heart and at the same time broke my heart. Why? This is there in the Hidden Truth about Karbala by A.K. Ahmad. I end my lecture with this narration. A man, an enemy of the Imam, Shabbaz ibn Rabi', some narration says Rabi'. He was told, he was instructed that go and behead Abu Abdullah. go and behead. Abu Abdullah had already fallen from his horse on the day of Ashura. Now Shabbath was given the instructions, go and behead him. As soon as Shabbath went forward, attempting to behead Abu Abdullah, what did he see? He saw the eyes of Abu Abdullah and he started shivering. He left from there. Sinan ibn Anas, another enemy of the Imam, he said, oh Shabbath, you are supposed to behead the Imam. Ibn Sa'ad has given you the instructions. Why don't you adhere to the commandments? He says, I can't adhere to the commandments because I see Abu Abdullah and his face resembles Rasulullah. How can I behead a man who resembles Rasulullah? And then Sinan ibn Anas begins mocking Shabbath. He says, you are a coward. I will go and behead Hussain. He goes forward, and as he is about to behead Abu Abdullah, his sword slips from his hand. It's never happened with him during his entire life. A man like Sinan, a man who has fought so many battles, he starts shivering and leaves from there. So Shimr ibn Dhiljawshan, he says that, oh Sinan, why did you leave from there? Why did you behead Hussain? He says, Sinan says that I knew Ali ibn Abi Talib. I knew him very well. And I saw Hussain. And I saw that Hussain resembles Ali. How can I slaughter a man who resembles Ali? Shimr ibn Dhiljawshan went forward and Hussain says, don't you know who I am? Shimr says, I know everything. I know the truth. I know that you are the son of Fatima, the grandson of Rasulullah, but I will behead you because I have been promised political positions. Sometimes worldly gains, materialism prevents us from following the path of truthfulness. अज़ादारों, जब एक मर्तबा रस्सी खोलियो ना बीवियों की, तो जनाब सकीना ने क्या किया? यतीम बच्चों को बहुत शौक होता है कि कोई सीने से लगाए, कोई प्यार करे, खुसूसन अगर कोई हुसैन के प्यार की आदी हो। तो जैसे ही बीवियों की रस्सी को खोली गई, तो जनाब सकीना ने क्या किया? वो दौड़ती हुई गई इमाम सज्जाद के गले में बाहें डाल दी। जैसे ही बीवी ने बाहें डाल दी अपने भाई के गले में, तो इमाम ने कहा आह। ये आह सुनी ना, तो बीवी सकीना ने क्या कहा? बीवी सकीना ने कहा भैया आपने आह क्यों कहा? इमाम सज्जाद ने फरमाया बीबी ये धूप में बिठाए रखते हैं, मेरी जंजीरें गर्म हो जाती है, जब कोई हिलाता है तो खाल उतरने लगती है। अब जो बीबी सकीना को पानी मिला, सकीना ने मौला सज्जाद के जंजीरों में डालना शुरू कर दिया। इमाम सज्जाद ने पूछा बीबी सकीना क्या कर रही हो, क्या पानी क्यों डाल रही हो जंजीरों में? सकीना ने कहा भैया आप ही तो ने कहा था जंजीरों गर्म है, पानी के जरिए से मैं जंजीरों को ठंडा कर रही हूँ। शाम गरीबा में सकीना का दामन जला हुआ था। हुमैद बिन मुस्लिम, कुछ रिवायत कहते हैं उसका नाम हबीब बिन मुस्लिम है, यजीद का रिपोर्टर है, सिपाही नहीं रिपोर्टर है। वो कहते हैं मैंने देखा कि एक बच्ची बाहर आ रही है जिसके कुर्ते में आग लग चुकी है, और अज़ादारों ऐसी आग थी कि जिंदाने शाम में यही जला हुआ कुर्ता सकीना का कफन बन रहा है। एक मोमिना थी, बहुत बूढ़ी हो चुकी है, शायद उसकी जिम्मेदारियां भी खत्म हो। हाकिम ने कहा कि आज हमारी विक्ट्री, हमारी जीत का जश्न मनाया जाएगा। देखा वो औरत फरमाती है, देखा मेरे घर के करीब ऊँटों को रोका गया, उसमें एक ज़ईफा है अपने सफेद बालों से अपने चेहरे छुपाई बैठी है, और उनकी गोद में एक नन्ही बच्ची है जिसके जख्मी कान भी नजर आ रहे हैं और रुखसार पे तमाचों के नील भी नजर आ रहे हैं। अब ये मंजर देख रही ये औरत, एक मर्तबा बच्ची ने चेहरा उठाया, कहा फूफी अम्मा करबला से प्यासी चली आ रही हूँ, करबला से प्यासी चली आ रही हूँ, यहाँ भी पानी नहीं मिलेगा। ये मोमिना उम्मे हबीबा तड़प गई, दौड़ के गई, जल्दी से पानी का कूदा लेके हाथ बढ़ा के सकीना को पानी का कूदा दिया, पानी ले लिया सकीना ने। उम्मे हबीबा ने कहा ए बच्ची जब पानी पीना तो मेरे हक में 2 दुआएं जरूर करना। अगर ये साइकोलॉजी की बात है, अगर प्यासे के सामने पानी रख दो तो खुद ब खुद प्यास बढ़ जाती है। बच्ची छोटी भी है, प्यासी भी है, लेकिन जैसे ही जुमला सुना दुआ है तो मुश्किल कुशा की होती ना, पानी को होठों से दूर कर दिया। सकीना ने कहा पहले तेरे लिए दुआ की जाएगी, फिर सकीना प्यास बुझाएगी। कहा उम्मे हबीबा ने कहा मेरे हक में 2 दुआएं करना। पहली दुआ ये है खुदा میرے بچوں کو تیری طرح قیدی اور یتیم نہ بنائے. ہائے ننھی سکینہ اپنی ہاتھوں کو جوڑا, آسمان کو دیکھا, خدا بندہ میرے بوڑھے باپ کا کٹے سر کا واسطہ, میرے چچا عباس کے کٹے ہوئے بازوؤں کا واسطہ, جیسی یتیمی سکینہ کو آئی ہے اس مومنہ کے بچے کو محفوظ فرما. اچھا تو دوسری دعا کیا ہے؟ کہا ام حبیبہ نے کہا مرنے سے پہلے مدینے کی زیارت کا موقع اور لے. سکینہ نے ہاتھ اٹھائے. زینب نے پوچھا مدینے میں کیوں جانا چاہتی ہو؟ ام حبیبہ نے کہا مولا علی کا شہر ہے, بی بی فاطمہ کا شہر ہے, بی بی فاطمہ کا وطن ہے. زینب نے کہا اب علی بھی زندہ نہ رہے, اب فاطمہ بھی اس دنیا سے رخصت ہو چکی ہے. ام حبیبہ نے کہا تو کیا ہوا, علی کا وارث حسین تو زندہ ہے, حسین سے ملنا چاہتی ہوں, فاطمہ کی بیٹی زینب کو دیکھنا چاہتی ہوں. زینب نے کہا صرف اتنا بتا دو, زینب کو خالی پہچانتی ہو یا نام سنا؟ ام حبیبہ فخر سے کہنے لگی میں اور زینب کو نہ پہچانوں یہ کیسے ہو سکتا ہے؟ زینب نے چہرے سے بالوں کو ذرا سا ہٹایا. اے ام حبیبہ غور سے دیکھ لو, میں ہی علی کی بیٹی زینب ہوں. اجرکم اللہ, اجرکم اللہ. آزادارو آپ کی زحمت کو تمام کرنا چاہتا ہوں. آخری روایت, ہم ہمیشہ یہ سنتے ہیں کہ سکینہ کا کرتا خون سے بھرا ہوا تھا. یہ کیسے ہوا؟ 11 محرم کا قافلہ چلا. سوالیہ ہے مگر محفل نہیں ہے, اماری نہیں ہے. ہر بیوی کے ساتھ اس کی گود میں بچہ ہے. شمر نے کہا, شمر بن ذوالجوشن, سکینہ کسی کی گود میں نہیں بیٹھے گی, نہ اپنی ماں رباب کے پاس بیٹھے گی, نہ اپنے پھوپھی کے پاس بیٹھے گی. اکیلی سکینہ زندگی میں کبھی محفل و اماری کے بغیر کسی بیوی کو سہارا لیے اونٹ پر بیٹھی نہیں. آج وہ سکینہ اکیلی ہے. زینب نے کہا اے شمر بچی بہت چھوٹی ہے, راستے میں گر جائے گی. شمر نے کہا نہیں گرے گی. لیکن سکینہ راستے میں گر گئی. زینب ڈھونڈ کے لے آئی. کہا کہ اے شمر اب تو نے خود دیکھ لیا, آنکھوں سے دیکھ لیا, اکیلی یہ بچی نہیں بیٹھ سکتی, اب تو کسی کے گود میں بٹھا دے. ظالم نے ایک عجیب جملہ کہا. شمر نے کہا ہم نے ایک اور انتظام کر لیا. کیا انتظام کر لیا؟ زینب نے پوچھا کیا محمل لے کے آیا, کیا ہماری لے کے آ گیا؟ ایک رسی لے کے آیا. ننھی سکینہ کو اونٹ کی پیٹھ میں الٹا لٹا دیا. رسی کے ذریعے سے سکینہ کا سارا جسم اونٹ سے باندھا, اور اب جو یہ اونٹ چلا ہے تو سکینہ کا نرم جسم, اونٹ کی سخت خال, باپ کے نرم سینے پہ سونے والی سکینہ سارے راستے رسی سے بندھی شام تک پہنچی. جب شام میں رسی کھولی گئی, سکینہ کا سارا جسم زخمی ہے, سارا کرتا زخمی ہے, سکینہ کا خون اونٹ کی پیٹھ پہ لگا ہے. زینب نے عباس کے کٹے ہوئے سر کو دیکھا, کہا واہ عباسا, واہ عباسا, اے علمدار ذرا آ کے دیکھو تیری سکینہ پہ کیا گزر رہی ہے. سکینہ نے اپنے بابا کو یاد کیا, عصر عاشورہ کا وہ منظر یاد کیا. حسین نے اپنی بیٹی سے یہ کہا تھا کہ اے بیٹی بہت امتحان باقی ہے, کربلا سے کوفہ جانا ہے, کوفے سے شام جانا ہے. ایک مرتبہ تڑپ کے سکینہ نے کہا میں مقتل میں چلی آؤں گی بابا. امام نے کہا نکلتی نہیں سیدانیہ باہر, سینے پہ سلائے گی رات کو مادر. بچی نے کہا بابا ایسا ہو سکتا ہے کہ آخری مرتبہ میں آپ کے سینے پہ سو لوں. حسین کربلا کی گرم ریت پر لیٹ گئے, بچی نے اپنا سر رکھ دیا. حسین نے کہا آخری سلام, آخری سلام, میری سکینہ اس طرح نہ رونا, میری سکینہ اس طرح نہ رونا, میری بچینا اس طرح نہ رو. تم جاؤ کہاں اللہ جانے, مقتل میں رہے کس حال میں ہم, اب خواب میں بابا آئیں گے, اب خواب میں بابا آئیں گے, چاہے شام کا وہ زندہ ہوئے
سکینہ اس طرح ہم جاتے ہیں ملنے بابا سے اب لوٹ کے ہم کو آنا نہیں کچھ دیر لپٹ جا سینے سے پھر باپ کا سینہ ملنا نہیں سو جانا جہاں پھوپھیا کہہ دے چاہے شام کا وہ زندہ ہوئے میری سکینہ اس طرح نہ رونا نہ میری بچینا اس طرح نہ رونا جانے دے مجھے میدان کی طرف دینا یہ تجھے قربانی ہے رہوار کے میرے پاؤں نہ پڑ میری بچی تو سیدانی ہے جینا ہے تجھے زہرا کی طرح جینا ہے تجھے زہرا کی طرح چاہے شام کا وہ زندہ ہوئے میری سکینہ اس طرح نہ رو پوچھ لے آنسو آنکھوں سے تو دیکھ لے چہرہ بابا کا کل ہو سکتا ہے آنا سکے پہچان لے چہرہ بابا کا ہم ساتھ تیرا نہ چھوڑیں گے چاہے شام کا وہ زندہ ہوئے میری سکینہ اس طرح آخری شعر عباس کا دل اکبر کی بہن جس وقت بدے گردن میں رسن تم بابا بابا مت کہنا تڑپے گا میرا بے گور بدن اصغر کی طرح سے چپ رہنا اصغر کی طرح سے چپ رہنا چاہے شام کا وہ زندہ ہوئے میری سکینہ اس طرح نہ رونا نہ میری بچہ تجھے واسطے محمد و محمد پر کہ اس قلیل عزاداری کو تیری بارگاہ میں قبول فرما جو مریض ہے ان کو شفاء کامل عطا فرما جو بے اولاد ہے انہیں اولاد عنایت فرما جو بے روزگار ہے انہیں روزگار عنایت فرما ہمارے امام کی ظہور میں تعجیل فرما